took students out in the desert to start drawing. And it was there I started looking around, and I was going, well, if the gods can do something this amazing, this eccentric, why am I worried about how I make a certain line or something like that? So I started spending a lot more time out in the landscape, in the Sonoran Desert, and it opened me up, not just a desert. I don't consider myself to be, just a Southwest or a desert painter or anything like that, although it heavily influences it. But it opened up the world of natural processes, the way things grow, the way things they decay, all those kinds of things. I got really fascinated with that. And so it was around 1975 that I think my thing really coalesced into where I found my voice. It was my voice. And from then on, I considered it a fairly, direct line. But I, by that time by the time I got to college, I was looking in books and when art history classes took, I, really paid attention, tried to. And, it was just never a hard choice for me. I mean, in my mind, in a way, I took the easy way out because I did what I wanted to do, what I felt inside that I had to do. And so that's what I've always tried to follow, that intuitional kind of attitude. Gardening came into my life a lot more. And actually the way I make some of my paintings, I think of in terms of, when I first start off, it's like a seed of an idea and try to get that to grow. Sometimes it withers on the vine. It doesn't work, but tear it up and put another plant in. When I'm working on the paintings, I'm actually really thinking primarily formally. I'm thinking formally, like, how does this work here? How does that work over there? Are those colors starting to talk to each other? And each painting, I don't work in series, and each painting I try to have its own personality. It's actually when I'm working on them. As I work, I usually start off with a lot of color underneath. I take, the gesso canvas, and I take sponges and brushes and things and just smear color all over it, because I like to work off of something. And so then I'll start laying a color on top of that, and maybe I'm using acrylics, and so I could maybe scrape away to what's underneath that. So it's like excavating through the paint to find other things and surprises. I'm always trying to surprise myself as well as the viewer. I've always been interested in the improvisational aspect of thinking, or intuitional way. I was really into jazz for a long time, still listen to a lot of music, and music overall has had a big influence on my work. I think of them also as musical compositions and as orchestrations of a lot of different elements that are put together. A composition, a musical these are visual compositions. But as I listen to music, I might be listening to Thelonious Monk, or I might be listening to late Beethoven quartets or something like that, where the space, they seem to really do something interesting with the space. And that, I start thinking, can I use that somehow? And I don't know how that translates into paint, but it does. Yeah. And that's what I do, is I do what I want to. I want to paint things that I haven't seen, even though I'm taking from things I've seen, but I want to see paintings develop. And they start to develop their own logic as you work on it. And that's, again, you could say the word personality, that's different from the logic in another painting, in my case. This is just the way I work, And I'm always trying to challenge myself. It stimulates not just an idea, but a lot of ideas, and generates feelings, and generates an embrace of the world around you.